Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get up.
And the ball squirted out. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Moves it forward just a bit. A pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Duke! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mountaineers offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse.
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
From the gun, running back on the move. Runs through a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great.
There he goes. And they'll knock him down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so...
Breaks into the open. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He'll keep it himself. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Now they'll run the draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee, as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Blue Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Using his feet to buy time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Stepping to the right. Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this game.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Mountaineers have a lot of options on second and inches. Unloads quickly. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man on the right.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. It is good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick release on the RPO. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Powers through the defender. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Complete to the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal it, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's in open space downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
So an 82-yard drive there. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he got loose. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has it with really good field position. He leaves it with the back. Showing off the arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice block.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And that one will give him the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second, looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And listen, if I have a playmaker and running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Right on target this time. Gets away from one. He's got space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Blue Devils have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He smashes his way through again. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Right down the middle. Got his man all by himself. Finds some room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. off the play fake on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the catch down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run it. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down.
42, Spider.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on first and 10. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on third down, forcing the fourth down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Now he gives them a little more breathing room as he works his way out to the 17. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He leaves it with his back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
There he goes. Still on his feet. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Pass interference. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And now on second down for this offense. They go right back to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that...
Snags it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but takes it the other way. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Right on the money. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Handoff to the single running back. Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives. Well,
this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They go to the ground. And the ball slipped out. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Here's the handoff. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise is now